Hi there, thanks for stopping in today. I have a couple of cards that I've made with watercolor pencils, and I was just going to show you a little bit about how I did that. These are just some watercolor pencils I found at Hobby Lobby for $12.99. You might be able to find them cheaper somewhere else, but I just wanted to give them a try. So here I have some watercolor paper, and I'm just going to start coloring really easy, and you don't have to be perfect with the pencils at all. After I have all of my colors on there that I want, I will grab a cup of water and a paintbrush and just get a little bit of water on my paintbrush and go over the red. As you can see, it smooths out those lines from the pencils and makes it look just like watercolor paints. If one of your colors is too dark, you can take a paper towel and just dab some of the color off, or you can add more water to thin out the color. So this is the background for my Rainbow Hugs card. Here's the other card that I made with the flowers. I'll show you how I did the flowers and the leaves. So I used the Big Hugs dies and just cut out the hugs. I'll take the word out and save it for another project. So for the little tiny flower hugs card, I'm going to be using the two purples and the green for the flowers and leaves. I'll just take the lighter purple and just color in some little flowers. They don't have to be perfect at all because when you add the water, the flowers kind of spread out and create their own little sort of look. So it's kind of a technique that you don't have a lot of control over, but if you just add a little tiny bit of water at a time, you have a little bit more control. So I'm just creating a few little clusters of flowers. Kind of following the odd number rule here again. So I have a little triangle of flowers. And then I'll take my cup of water and just a tiny bit of water on the tip of my brush and go over each of the little leaves. It kind of smooths out the lines from the pencils and makes it look more like it was painted on instead of just drawn on. On my original card, I used a little bit more water and the flowers really spread out and dried with really a neat effect. So now I'm just going to take the green and draw my own little leaves here. You can do one leaf or a little group of leaves, however you want your card to look. And then I'll just take a little bit of water on my paintbrush and smooth out the leaves. Here I'm taking the darker pencil and just adding some centers. And even if your flowers are wet, you can add the centers. It just will spread out the center a little bit and give it a neat effect. Mine were pretty dry here, but you could add a little dot of water over the top after if you wanted to. And then to create a little bit of color in the background, I'm just shading with some yellow around the images that I've done so far. Very, very quick and doesn't have to be perfect. Then you'll just take some water and smooth it out. Here I have a little bit of paint bleed from another color, so I just dabbed it off, and I'll add a little bit more yellow and then just smooth it out with some water again. Watercolor is so forgiving. You can just add more water and wipe it off with a paper towel and it just disappears. So that's really it for the technique, and after it was dry I added the stamped sentiment, and that was it. I hope you enjoyed seeing the process. Thanks for watching.